Yeah.
With us distinguished guest who has agreed to share their time, insights, and expertise. Our speaker today is a true leader in their field and well known for their achievements. Dr. Aman Khurana has made significant contribution to their relevant area. Today, Dr. Aman Khurana will be addressing us on Yukti, innovation, and IPR for development of quality innovation and startups in HEIs with ecosystem enables. So, Dr. Aman Khurana, sir, आप
Yeah, yeah, sure. Ma'am, I will share my
thank you,
screen.
sir.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, perfectly fine.
Yes, sir.
So, as thank you, first of all, I like to say thank you very much to LNCT Group of Companies for inviting me and giving a talk on a wonderful topic. And I believe that this session will going to provide a wonderful interaction with all the present members here. And the main objective of this talk is to understand that how we can basically utilize these some online platforms like Yukti and IPR repository for our innovation work that we have carried out at high education institute. So basically, the topic of my today's talk is my screen visible. First, I want to ask.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Skin is visible. I request you all to please mute yourself.
Yeah.
It is very disturbing.
Okay.
एक्सपर्ट सर
Perfectly
को
fine.
बोलना है तो आप भावना मैडम आपका म्यूट कीजिए.
जी सर, जी सर, जी
हाँ.
सर,
Okay.
जी
So,
सर.
okay. Thank you very much once again. Okay, I will let me start with our topic. So, the topic of today's talk is on establishing and overseeing the Yukti innovation and IPR repository, that is
ठीक है.
also called as YIIR, for the development of quality innovation and startup in HEIS. HEIS is basically high education institutes with ecosystem enablers. So, if you see here, there are a lot
इसमें
of
म्यूट ऑन लिखा है,
words that came into
रिसीव्स बट
picture that
we
we
can
are
copy
going to
म्यूट
discuss in
ऑन
this session.
लिखा
So the main objective of this session is that we can utilize some online platforms where we can register our innovations, our startups, so that with the help of that we will gain like more important. If you are having creating some new
है.
ideas and
आपको
innovation,
पोस्ट भी
you
बनाना
can take it to a further next step with the help of some online platform. So this is the topic of our today's
हेलो
talk.
मैम.
So
गुड
let's get
मॉर्निंग.
started with that.
आपने देखा तो
So basically, the main objective of this seminar is that
आप LNCT एस अंदर
after
आ
the end
जाइए
of this
कैंटीन
seminar,
से आगे न्यू
you all
बिल्डिंग
will
है
be able to
F16
understand the
रूम
basic
नंबर
concept
F16.
of the forming online platform called as Yukti Innovation and IPR repository,
F16
which
में
is also called
LNCT
as
एस न्यू
YIIR.
बिल्डिंग
So that
रूम
is very,
नंबर
very important
F16.
platform. You will understand that how we can register on our innovation on this and what are the benefits of like registering our innovations and all the things you will get. You are also
वो
able
खुद
to
से कर
understand the
सकते
concept of
हैं,
startup in high education
मतलब जो
institutes.
जिनको अपन ने
So
म्यूट
high
किया ना
education institutes
वो
are
लोग
like
खुद को
IITs,
अनम्यूट कर
NITs, state
सकते. ठीक
government,
है.
and even certain good private colleges are
वो
come
जो
under
ब्लू
this
वाले
category.
डॉट्स थे ना उस पर
Okay.
क्लिक करके म्यूट पे
We
क्लिक
will
करके.
also try to see that how we can use this YIR platform for the development of quality innovation and startup in HEIS. So if you see, the focus is on quality innovation. That is very, very important. Nowadays, a lot of startups and innovations are being there. So the main thing that will basically enhance the chance of your innovation to be successful or startup to be successful is quality. So we will also going to discuss that how you can have some good quality innovations and startups that you can register on some online platform like YIIR for their success. Okay. So let's start with, I have basically discretized my talk in three different parts so that we can have it's like a different flavors to it. So in the first one, we will discuss on the few components of YIAR. Okay. So under this part, we are basically get the concept of Yukti innovation and IPR repository. So without wasting time, let's start and try to understand what is this Yukti innovation and IPR repository.
आशीष अंकल.
So Yukti basically, there is a very fancy word, Yukti, and basically it is taken from Hindi word. That is, Yukti means solution. If you are having some solution for a problem, then it is called as Yukti. So basically, it is taken from a Hindi proverb that is called as Yukti, means solution. And if we look at it, basically stand for Y stand for young, U stand for unique, K stand for knowledgeable, and T stand for talented, and I stand for innovative. So if you see each and single every alphabet had its unique meaning. The first one is the young. So if you see our government of India, that is the Ministry of Education, basically created this online repository, and they are basically targeting the young people. The reason is that if you all know that we are having a very high population, and most of the population is being covered by the young people who are enthusiastic, energetic. So they are targeting that young people have a lot of unique ideas. Okay, so they are targeting the young talent in our country. They are young. They are having some unique ideas. Definitely, they are knowledgeable. Okay, and they are talented also. So if you see in our country, there are a lot of young talents are there that have different ideas, because nowadays the young generation is well equipped with all the new technologies. They know how to implement the advanced technologies, how we can utilize in our day-to-day life also. So in our high education institute, this young candidates definitely have a expertise, or they will develop some expertise for creating some new ideas, new innovations, and new startups. So for that, our government of India basically started a national innovation repository, NIR, that is known as yukti. Okay, and it is also combined with the IPR repository. So there are two components of YIIR. The first one is the yukti, and the second one is the IPR. So what is this yukti? So yukti is basically a national innovation repository. It is established by our Ministry of Education under the government of India, okay, to create national innovation repository. So what is this means of this repository? So repository means there is a it is a centralized platform, you can say, or a database where some organizations like higher education institutes, research organizations, all of them can share, store, and update their new innovations, new technology transfer that they are providing to the society. So whatever the new startups, new innovations, and the technology they are developing. So our government of India, under the Ministry of Education, under government of India, we develop an online platform for that. Okay, we will have this online platform. So if your organization, in your organization, some people's group of people or a team, they develop some new innovations, they develop some new startups, they even have a good idea also. So they say that okay, we will create an online platform for you. So by utilizing your organization, that is very very important. So you have to register your innovation by utilizing your organization. Okay, I will discuss in that domain also. So basically, Yukti under and IPR repository is a national innovation repository provided by the Ministry of Education under government of India, so that the organization like high education institutes, they can have a single platform on which they can provide their new innovation ideas, new startups ideas, and new technology transfer that they are doing. So we will have a common platform, a single platform. So for example, if we want to see that what are the new technologies are being transferred to the society for the welfare of the society, so we need not to go to different platforms. We have a single platform. We go there, we try to see what are the new innovations. So for whom it is important? For the funding, for a investment team. Like for example, if I am having some investment, I want to fund some. I want some. I am having some problem. I need a solution for that. So as an investment, what will I do? I am having a funding, so I go to the Yukti platform. I see that there are I am having my problem. I will share my problem that I am facing this challenges. So from that Yukti platform, you will see that different peoples who have the idea or the different innovation that they provide to solve your problem. So you can provide fund to them,
हाँ तो
and they
पूछो
will
वाइवा
provide
लेने
a
जा रहे हम
solution
लोग
to your
क्या
problem. So on a common platform, you will have a solution of a lot of problems.
क्या चाहिए
A lot
आपसे
of
गेट
challenges that
पास
you
तो
are
सर
having, you can solve with the help of this Yukti
गेट
platform.
पास तो सर बना के
So you
देते
can see it is said to be campus to commercialization. So Yukti is basically, it is the innovation that you are developing within the campus. It is that platform that take your innovation or startup from campus to the commercialization. That is from the basic level to the highest next level, where it can be served to the
वो
society.
स्विच आप
It can be used for
30
solving
दूसरों को
some
हाँ
national
सब
level
कर लिया
problems.
सर
It
अभी
can be
हाँ
used for some technological transfer. So that is the basic concept of Yukti, innovation and IPR repository. So I hope I have make all you clear that what is this Yukti innovation and IPR repository. So let's get into detail how it works, what are the different components, what are like how we can register on this Yukti innovation. So let's try to understand that thing because it is also very important. So if you see everything that we are having, like Yukti is an online platform provided by our Ministry of Education. So it is being came into existence with certain objective.
अच्छा ठीक है
So let's try to see.
दो मिनट
So as I've already discussed that it is a common platform that basically has a aim in which the different sectors have different innovative ideas. For example, in our institute also we see there are different departments like mechanical, electrical, electronic, computer science. So they are all are having expertise in their domain. Okay. So what is happening? They will provide certain solution to different sectors. Like mechanical will provide some solution to aerospace norm, or we are having some aerospace department also like that. So it is a common platform in which you are creating some different innovation in your organization in a specific domain. We can see now on that common platform you will provide your innovation.
नहीं
But
संडे की
that
रात
platform that is Yukti, it consists of all the
हाँ
new
मंडे की
innovation
रात को प्लीज
that is
या आपसे
comprises of
अभी
different
मैं देखती हूँ
sectors.
यदि कुछ होगा
So
तो मैं
that is
अभी
the
दे
main
दूंगी कॉपी
objective
आपको
because
इसके
at a
बाद
single platform you will get the innovation and the supporting ideas of different sectors. Okay. And the second is to facilitate access to resources and funding opportunities. So I've already explained it to you. For example, I am having some investment, I am having some funding. But I am facing some problem in my like. For example, I am working on some of the prototype. I am having some problem. So I went to the Yukti platform, and I will say I will put my problem there, prototype there. So the expertise domain person who are working in that field, they will give me certain ideas. They will provide some prototype solution for that. So Yukti provide a common funding opportunities also. So if you are as a young innovator, you have to create some prototype. You put it on the platform. You say that I am having this idea, I am having this innovation, I am having this plan of my startup. So there are different investment and funding companies are there. So if they like their idea, they review that process, they review their idea, and if they like that, they will provide you funding for that. Okay, let's start some producing some prototype, and if it is like it goes all everything goes well, so they will invest a huge amount in your product also. So that is also the objective of Yukti to provide some funding opportunities within the institute as well as outside the institute. Now to aggregate and showcase innovative solution and technology from high education institute. That's what I'm saying. For example, we already know that some of the IITs are famous for some particular domain. Like IIT Kanpur is famous for mechanical. Some other IITs are famous for computer science. So they are providing some innovative solution in different domains, like in computer science, electronics, mechanical. But Yukti provide a common platform where we are having an innovative solution and the technology that is developing the different higher education institutes. But at this common platform, we will came to understand that what are the new innovative solutions and technologies that is coming from different institutes. So it is a common base platform where we can find out all the new innovative technologies from different high education institutes. So it's not like that if you want to know that what is IIT Kanpur has provided certain important technological innovation. So we need not to go to their website particularly. At the common Yukti platform, we will get to know about the innovative solution and
हेलो
technology from high education
प्लीज
institute.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर
So another,
हाँ हाँ सर
it will
बोलिए
provide as a platform for networking and collaboration with ecosystem enablers. So definitely, if you are
सर वो
having
एचओडी
some
सर
group of team working in
सर वो
particular
एचओडी
domain,
सर
and you are facing certain challenge or the problem, so you put it of the Yukti that we are working on this startup
हाँ वो
and we
बताइए
are facing on these problems. Okay, so definitely
मैं तो
it will
हेल्प कर
help
दूंगी
you. For example, some other person also
नहीं
working in that domain, so it
नहीं
will help you
नहीं
enhance
नहीं
your
हाँ
networking and collaboration
नेक्स्ट वीक हाँ
with ecosystem enablers. So who are these ecosystem enablers? They will help you in providing some sort of solution.
नहीं सर
They will help you in providing some sort of investment.
नहीं सर
They will
नहीं
also help in
नहीं
providing
नहीं
you some
बच्चे
funding source also. So you can see that this objective of Yukti is very clear that on a common
नहीं वो
platform,
भी
it is a
नहीं
solution for
नहीं
all the problem that a young innovators or
नहीं
the
वो भी
startup
नहीं थोड़ा सा
organization is facing during its initial
चैलेंज
phase
होगा
to the final phase of the implementation. And at last also, it will
हम्म
help you to target the innovation and startup effectively. If you see, it will help you in
हम्म
targeted innovation. For
सर
example,
मैं
if
तो
you say
हूँ
that you are
बाकी
working
तो
in some
पर्सनल
automobile
अपने
industry, so you
पर्सनल
say
हो
that
तो
I have
अलग है
developed an
वैसे
innovation like in terms of the car
अंडरस्टैंड
or the automobile vehicles.
बिल्कुल
So
बिल्कुल जरूर
definitely on the
सर
Yukti
जरूर
platform, you
जरूर
will have a targeted audience. You says that okay, these are the company. That company is working on this domain of the automobile. You put it there, your innovation. So particularly that automobile company comes to the Yukti platform and they see there your innovation. It's go under through the review process, and if they see your idea is the good one, so they will take it forward. So that's the advantage of this Yukti platform. It will help you in like targeted innovation. If you are having some targeted innovation, so it can also help you in boost up that. There is no need of like wasting time. So for example, some automobile companies are working in your domain, they will definitely going to see, and yes, what are the problem or the challenge or the new innovation that are in the field of the automobile. So definitely they come and they only explore that innovation. They are not going to take another innovation. So it is a targeted one. So that is the advantage, one of the another advantage of having a Yukti platform. Now if you see, every like everything in this world has some different key components. So if you see the Yukti, so there are four primary stakeholders of the Yukti or YIR. YIR means Yukti and IPR repository. So there are four common key groups you can call, or four common stakeholders you can call. So first one is, you see, is the innovators. So who are the innovators? Innovators are the young minds that are working in the organization or outside the organization. So what they are doing, they are having some idea. They are having some idea of, like, the idea can be for improving the process. It can also be for producing some new product. It can also be for some, there is some improvement in the societal problems. So there are innovators are the person who are having an idea of improving some existing problem, or for providing a solution to the existing problem, or provide some new ideas. So these are the person who are the innovator. That is the main stakeholder of the YIA. So first, definitely we need a person who is having some different ideas, so that that idea can be converted to an innovation. Okay. Second is the IIC institution. So in all the high education institutes nowadays, there is a IIC, that is institutional committee is being there. Okay. So institutional innovation committee is being there. Council, it is called as institutional innovation council. So these are the, in every high education institute we are having IIC. Okay. So that is a main stakeholder or the second important components of the Yukti platform. So in all this, what is the function of this IIC? So if you see, I am working at IIT Indore. So there is a center here also called as Incubation Center, or Institute Innovation Council is being there. So what is the function of that IIC? Its main function is to, like, it will create a repository in the campus itself. Okay. So that is called as IIC repository. In that there is a different center. As you see, that I have already explained, there is an incubation center. So what is the function of that incubation center? They see, always they carried out certain activities in which they came to know that different types of idea for the startup and for the innovation. So what is the function of this IIC? It will boost up that ideas and help them by providing some sort of funding. So in the institute level, we are having some sort of funding for development of some startup, or for developing or taking the initial stage of an idea into startup. So this is the main role of IIC, in which within the institute you need not to apply for different funding source. I'll give you a very wonderful example. For example, in our campus, a lot of our automobile people have developed some like soft robots type of structure. So in that case, they present their prototype working mechanism of that. So our college provides them an initial funding of rupees 10 lakh. Okay. So the main motive of the incubation center or the IIC is that if they like your idea, so initially they will provide you for some funding for taking your research or your innovation to the next step. So for example, after that, if you need more funding, you can apply in the IIC for that. You can say that now we have taken our innovation to the next step already, and now we need more funding to take it to a further level. So in that case, again, IIC has a committee. So they will again evaluate your progress, that yes, you are doing well in this way. So if they are satisfied with that, they can again provide you more funding source, or what they can do, they can also help you in collaboration with the ecosystem enablers. So they will help you in providing collaboration with the other funding source. That can be like outside the institute. There are certain funding sources if they like your idea. So basically, this IIC play an important role in having a collaboration with the different organizations outside the campus as well. So it is a very important component for the UP platform. The third one is the mentor. So what is this mentor? So it's like, for example, if you are a student, okay, you are working on some different, you are having some ideas. So you are working on some under some faculty members in higher education institute. So what's the role of that mentor? So he will mentor, he will guide you throughout your startup and innovation process. So what mentor can do? He can organize certain expert level talk related to your startup or the innovation. He can help you in different ways. So he can basically what he can call different skilled people in that domain in which your innovation or startup is being there. He can call in the campus. He will have some lecture. So if you are facing certain challenges, so he will help you in rectifying that. So mentor also play a very important role as a component in the Yukti Hub. The last one is the ecosystem enablers. So what are these ecosystem enablers? They are the they are they are going to provide you an investment and funding support. So I will tell you very frankly, without any investment and funding source, it's not possible to take a startup from to a next level. So you always need some funding, some investment, so that if your idea is even good, if you don't have investment and funding, it will be like of no use. So ecosystem enablers play a very important role in the UP platform, because if you are as an innovator, develop something. Okay, your institute also support you at initial level. Your mentor is there for guiding you. But if you don't have a investment funding sources, different type of collaborative opportunity with different institute, so that you can take it to the next level, so it's of no use. So all these three component is important, but the most important component is like ecosystem enablement, so that you will get the investment and funding support. It will help you in collaboration opportunity with different peoples. It will help you in organizing, like it will help you also in organizing different seminar and the challenges that you are facing. So it will help you in overcoming that. That's an important component, ecosystem. So I hope you understand that Yukti is a very important online platform where you can basically deposit or reposit your new innovation and the ideas. And it is having the four main primary stakeholders. The first one is the innovator. The second one is the IIC institute, that is within the institute. The third one is the mentor. The fourth one is the ecosystem. So all of them are interlinked with each other. They all play a very important role as a comprising of a Yukti platform for the new innovators, young innovators basically. Okay. So, what are the important features of the Yukti? I've already explained it to you that how features, like how Yukti is going to work, I will explain to you. But there are certain important features. So, as I've already said that it is an online national repository. So, the first important feature is innovation repository. So, we are having a centralized platform database in which your ideas, your projects, your innovations are being stored. Second feature is the networking tool. So the Yukti, it's a very important feature. It will help you for connecting different new innovations. Okay, it will also help a different researcher from different domain, industrial professionalism. So all of them come together on a common platform. So Yukti provide a very important tool of networking. So I will tell you very important. It's a very common thing. For example, if you are working in an organization, you are good in particular one domain. Okay, let's say you are a computer science background student. You are very good in the coding part, but for example, if you are developing some robotic material, coding is being required for the like motion of that robots. But you also need a person from the mechanical domain. You also need a person from the electronic domain. You also need a person from different types of domain. You need a required a different person for different domain for an effective implementation. So, for example, if you are good in one particular domain, you cannot grow alone. So that's why it says that unity is very important. So that unity comes from the networking. So basically, the Yukti provides a very important features of networking. So with the help of that, you can have the different researchers, different collaborators, different industrial professionals. So they all come together on a common platform. So that is the most important feature of the Yukti. If you see the resource access at a common platform, if you are having certain startup or the idea or the innovation, so you need some source of funding for it. So on this Yukti platform, you will have an information on the funding. You will also have the information about the mentorship. You will have the different educational resources available within the organization and outside the organization. So Yukti provide all this information on a common platform. Now how it works? That is very important. We understand what is Yukti, what are its different stakeholder, what are its features. Now the important part, how Yukti basically works. So initially, it's like a normal process. Innovator basically, for example, the young minds or young innovators in the institute or a higher education institute, they are having some idea. Okay? So they will develop some idea. They say that we are having this idea and we are having a plan for taking that idea to an innovation. So they will have some brief explanation that what is the idea about, which problem it is going to solve, or whether it is a problem solver or it is going to provide some prototype. So they will create a submission for profile for that. It may be a single person or it may be a team of the person. So they will create an idea. Okay. So what they have done initially, they will have a submission option on the UKI platform, so they can submit their project or their ideas. Second is, it's like a very common process. For example, after submitting their idea, there is a panel who has an expertise in the domain in which your innovators or idea is being project is being submitted. So what there is a committee will sit together. They will review your entire process that you submitted. So they will the main focus of that, what is the quality innovation. So they will always see what is the quality of your innovation, which problem the targeted your audience which you are targeting. Is it going to provide some societal impact? Is it going to increase the process existing problem? It is going to enhance the existing process, or it is going to solve some program of the society. So in that way, they are having a mindset. They will review your entire project outline. So if they believe that yes, it is a good idea or a good project, it can be carried forward. So that what they will do, they will approve your innovation. Okay. After approving your innovation, it will start showing in the repository that this group of people, in particular from the particular organization, have an idea or develop a idea or develop some startup or develop some initial phase of the project. So it will start showing this on the Yukti platform. So this is the basic steps like submission, review process, and the showcase. So it's like a common thing. For example, if you are submitting something, definitely it will go through a review process, and that review process is very, very rigorous, I'm telling you. So the main focus is on the quality innovation. If you are having a quality innovation and it is targeting some specific enhancing some existing process or having a long-term impact on the societal problem, it will definitely go. So your idea should be a quality one. That is very, very important. Now, very, very important question is how to achieve. Like we are having a common platform, we are having some different institute innovation council. So we are also having some innovation center, that is outside center or outside the institute. So how they are clubbed together or they are working together in an integrated way, so that we can have a good advantage of this Yukti innovation and IP report. So I've already tell you that Yukti is having a 4 common stakeholders. The first one is the innovator. The second one is the IIC institute, that is Institution Innovation Council is there, and there is a mentor and there is an ecosystem manager. So we are having a centralized platform. Okay. Now in the institute itself, we are having an Institute Innovation Council. I've already explained it to you that how Institute Innovation Council works. So it will help you in initial guidance of taking your initial startup or initial innovation or initial idea to a next level. So they can also support your initial idea or the startup with the help of funding also. Okay. Or they will also help you some development of with the help of these like different faculties working in your domain. So they can provide you the guidance in that domain also. So that is the role of the Institute Innovation Council. We are having a Yukti platform, and within the institute, we are having the Institute Innovation Council. Now, there are certain innovation centers that is outside the campus. They also help you in providing some initial funding, in initial organizing certain collaboration networking for you. So, certain center, I will give you a very, very good example. For example, if we are joining in the new high education institute like IIT and NIT, so in the initial phase, when we have joined the institute, so there are certain organizations that is called as innovation centers, like DST, Department of Science and Technology, SERB, like that. So what is the role of this innovation center? They initially you have to submit a project that yes, I am having an expertise in this domain, I am having that idea, I am planning to like taking my research work or the research work or my new ideas to a next level. So initially they will provide you certain seed funding grant. So that is very, very important. That's what I'm saying to you. When you join in an institute or if you are having some ideas or innovation, you want to take it to a next level, the first thing that you need is money. That is investment or funding. Okay. So this innovation center also play a very, very important role. But also what they have seen, they seen that your like your idea, your innovation or the startup that you are going to provide, it should be very, very like quality one. It should be going to provide some societal impact. It is going to provide some technology transfer to the ground level person. So if it is like that, they will provide you a very good source of funding. That is called a seed funding grant. Okay. They also have their incubation centers that will incubate your startup. Incubation means they will help in accelerating basically the startup that you are initially starting. So they will help you in that. So in that way, this Yukti Innovation and IP repository work in an integrated approach. We are having a Institute Innovation Council within the institute, and outside the institute, we are having certain innovation center. So they work together. So for example, in the Institute Innovation Council, you will develop some ideas. So basically, you involve with your organization and submit your ideas. So I will tell you that without Institute Innovation Council, you cannot submit directly to this Yukti Innovation and IP repository. So you need to go through this proper channel through Institute Innovation Council. And also in the innovation centers, there is some like when new ideas they are supporting you, they come into picture. Then you have to go through this to submit the your online like innovation ideas at the startup in the Yukti platform. Okay, so in this way, this Yukti platform is working in an integrated approach for effective organization of all its like four stakeholders. So it's working in an effective manner by in an integrated approach by combining an Institute Innovation Council and by with the innovation center. So I hope it is understand that how Yukti is working by using the Institute Innovation Council within the institute and by using the innovation center outside the institute or organization. Okay. Now, basically, now the very important thing. Now, this YIIR, that is Yukti Innovation Repository for Development of Quality Innovation and Startup in Higher Education. How basically it's working. That is very important. So, for example, I have already explained it to you that there is like first important thing is quality. If your innovation and your idea is the quality one, so how they judge the quality, it is a quality one or not? Because they are the expertise in that domain. When you submit this, your innovation idea, so the expert committee will sit that is having expertise in your domain. So they will try to understand what's your basic concept, what's the basic process that you are going to follow, and how you are going to implement. So while writing some idea or creating some idea on the paper, you should be very clear that it is definitely should be a quality one. If it is not, then it will not go through. So that's why it's very important that your innovation should be a quality innovation. And startup in higher education institute, if you see, now government of India and higher education institutes, now they are supporting a lot of startups. It's very important. Like we can see that our country is now developing in very nice way. If you see, even earlier there is a always you see on the television there is shows like Saas Bahu type of shows are always coming on the TV. But now you see there is a Shark Tank type of show coming on the television. So what they are showing, what they are doing, they are supporting your startup. That's already being, you are having some idea, you have already developed some prototype. So on the Shark Tank, they are supporting your startup. That's the way our country is now moving forward. So earlier, like if you see all dramas are being played, they are having the shows in which they are supporting some new startup and they will provide a lot of funding if you see. So that's the important part. Now the question comes how this YIAR will helpful in the development of quality innovation and startup in higher education. For example, one of the student in an organization, he developed some initial idea. So at the education institute, what he do? He will discuss this idea with his some mentor or the faculty member in the institute. Okay. So that faculty member is like his idea. So he says, yes, your idea is very nice. We can discuss it together. So he create some team for that. He's already working with him on the same topic or like the aligned domain. So they create a team for that. They sit together. So initially you will get a initial guidance from the faculty member within the institute. Then what they will do? They will ask the Institute Innovation Council IIC for providing some initial funding. If your idea is for developing some prototype, they will provide you. So you will get some initial funding from the institute level. Okay, so that is one of the part. IIC is one of the also component that is associated by IIR. So at the initial level in the institute, you will get some source of funding. So you will develop little bit. Now, for example, if you put it that on the Yukti platform, so you will get the investment, different source of funding from the other source. Like I have already said to you that innovation center. From different innovation center, if they like your idea prototype, they will help you by providing funding. This is okay. We will provide you fund for a long time, but they will judge it by your quality innovation. Your whatever you are developing, it is should be the quality. So they judge it by that. So that is the way that YIR is basically helpful in developing the quality innovation. They basically focus, the first thing is they focus on the quality innovation. And second thing is the important thing is that you always see the after effect of your product, prototype of innovation. Whether it is going to have a short-term effect or it is having a long-term impact. I will tell you very frankly, except the NGOs or NGO centers, all of you are going to spend money on them, on your project or on your innovation. They are going to look for the long-term effect because definitely they are looking for the profit out of the product. If it is not subjected to some societal change, then they are definitely looking from the profit from your innovation for the long-term effect. So the quality innovation is there and its long-term impact should be considered while developing some idea or initiating some startup. So that is very, very important role that this YIR play in the quality innovation from the institute level as well as outside the institute level when some funding source come into picture for providing initial funding to your innovation. So I hope I make it very clear that how basically this YIR play an important role in the quality innovation from the institute level, that is high education institute we can say. Now let's come to our part second of this session. So in this part we are going to see how this Yukti innovation basically impact, how we are going to see the impact of this Yukti innovation and IPR repository, how basically it help in boosting the startup and innovation in our country, because it's a very good online platform provided by our Ministry of Education. So how it is basically impactful. So let's try to see in this part. So if you see here, there are around 1662 plus institutes is being enrolled in the Yukti platform. So you see it's a very huge number. Okay. And it is the data of 2023. So I'm discussing about up to 2023. And still it keep on counting. And if you see a lot of ideas, around 58,000 plus ideas is coming to picture in this Yukti platform. It's a huge, I'm telling you, it's a huge idea. And the prototype, if you are looking for prototype, it's around 39,000 plus. And if you see the startup, 6532 plus. So earlier in our country, startups are not being that much of a center of attraction. But if you see in IIT, NIT and high education institute, now among the students like BTech, if you are having some undergraduate batch, so among them, most of them start their own startup. That may be most of them will start basically initiate, have an idea and start their startup. Okay, chance of success is around 30 to 40%, definitely. But now they are why they are getting a chance of starting, because from the institute level they are getting a support, they are getting an idea that yes, with the help of the institute incubation center, IIC, there are different now centers are being established in all the high education institutes. So what they are doing, they are organizing some seminars, they will organize some techno type of fest always there in the institute. So that will basically boost up the morale of the person who are trying to have some new startup or the idea. So you see the how much drastically we are increasing in terms of the startup growth. Now if you are considering the zone-wise distribution is being shown here. Now you see up to 2023, 19K plus like innovation and idea have to get published and granted patents. So this granted patent, so we are talking about Yukti and IPR repository, that is intellectual property repository. So whatever you are creating, having some new ideas or you have developed something, always go for the patent of that, whether it is a process improvement, whether it is a prototype development. So there are different types of patents for that. So in the IPR repository of the YIIR, you are having the IPR repository in which you will have your patent, granted patent you will put there. You will have copyright, you will have a trademark. So what it is giving you the appreciation of the work that you have done. So in this common platform of YIIR, you are having your innovation being put it forwarded. Also, you are being getting appreciated by putting your like patent granted, whatever you are getting with your initial development of the process innovation or the prototype. So if you see, this is the impact of the UP. It will boost up basically the startups, it will boost up the initial development of the prototype, and if you see large number of people come with a different ideas. Earlier there is a more common platform. If you are having some idea, you discuss among your friends and it will go vanish. But now with the help of this online platform, you see how much drastically we are increasing in terms of the startup, in terms of prototypes, in terms of different ideas, in terms of different lot of institutes come into on a common platform. You see large number of institutes come together. Okay, so that is the impact of the Yukti that is having on our basically on the quality innovation on the high education institute. Now, if you see, there is always Yukti have a innovation challenge. They are having on the Yukti Innovation Challenge is being organized on this common platform. So this is the data for National Innovation Challenge 2019. Then we are having for 2020 and we are having for 2021. So you see initially when it started in 2019, we are having 4,000 ideas and it will having like 24 innovation, 103 idea get shortlisted among the 615, 19 ideas. So at the later stage, 13 innovation get funded in 2019. So it is the initial phase when the UP has started. So they started their own challenges. They says, okay, we are having a common platform. So in this, you are going to submit your new innovation. So they organize a UP Innovation Challenge. So at that time, initially in 2019, they only support 13 innovation funded. So among the submitted 4,000 ideas, like 13 innovation get funded. But then you go to 2020, you see now 62 innovation get funded out of 2,500 innovation mandate. Okay? So you see there is a drastic increase from 2019 to 20, and when you come to 2023 challenge, so now you can see 36,000 plus innovation has been submitted. Okay, and how much like 135 number for grant assist. So among the submitted one, lot of after going through the rigorous process, reviewing process, investment funding process, quality improvement checking. So now 135 numbers for the grant assistance being granted and 230 new startup come into picture. So you see there is a drastic increase from 2019. There 10 startup are coming. Now it's a 2013 startup come into picture. So that is the impact of the Yukti challenges because Yukti provide a common platform. Okay, for all your problem, whatever the new ideas you are having, submitted there. Okay, create some team at the institute level. It will help you with the help of IIC. So Yukti, because with the along all the stakeholder, help in drastically increasing the startup in our country. And this startup is basically focused on quality innovation. That is the important aspect of this Yukti. So you see, this Yukti have a very, very great and drastic impact on our innovation. That is the quality innovation. So let's come to our part 3, the flow process of Yukti innovation and IPR repository. So how it basically works. So I've discussed everything that what is Yukti, how it works, what are the features for it, and how it is providing some huge and drastic impact on our quality innovation. Now the question comes to your mind that how we have to do the registration for that. For example, if you are working in higher education institute, what are the flow processes in which Yukti innovation or IPR repository work? So let's try to understand that how we can do the registration in the Yukti portal step by step. So we will see that how we can start from the initial step and take it to the final step where we can get the funding source also. Okay. So initially, if you see there is a YIR portal, I will give you the link of that also. I will show you. So as first you have to do the registration. So as an innovator, for example, we are a student in some organization. So we are the innovator. We are having some idea. Okay. So we create some team at the institute level with the help of some mentor or the faculty member if it is there. So you create a team with them and you submit on registration. First you have to do the registration in the YIR portal. Okay. Then scouting and submission of the idea, innovation and startup data. In the second step, you have to prepare a rough draft or the draft in which you are highlighting about your idea that it is the this is the new innovative idea that we are proposing and we are going to develop some prototype. If it is associated with some prototype, mention that this is the prototype we are going to develop and then you are also going to showcase how you are going to implement. That is very, very important. So 3 questions they always ask you: what are you proposing, why you are proposing, and how you are proposing, how you will do that. So what will answer your part that yes, what new you are proposing? What is the novelty in that idea that you are proposing? What is the novelty? Is it the existing one or is it the improving of the existing one? Third thing is how you are going to implement. So always they ask you 3. You try to answer these 3 questions while submitting your idea: what, why, and how. That is very, very important concept. If all this answer you answer in a correct way and write it in the draft in a proper manner, then there is a huge chance that your proposal will go through. Third thing is that there is a managing verification for IIC portal. So you see that when you submit it on this idea in the YIR portal, your institute innovation council has to verify that yes, you are working in the organization and you are having this idea, you initiated this idea in the organization. So you need the managing verification through IIC portal within the institute. I will show you this all in the step by step again. Then there is an engagement of the innovation ambassador for verification and mentor. So at the last stage, what they do, they will form a committee for reviewing your submitted ideas. So initially after the verification from the IIC portal, then it will move forward. Then it will go under the review process. Okay. After the review process, if your idea is getting like passed through that, so it will start showing on the YIR. So these are the basic step or the flow process of the YIR. That is the national level of reporting. So I will show you here very step by step. Okay. So it will be very helpful for you. Initially, what you have to do, you have to go to the YIR portal. So it will look like that. Then it is called as Yukti Innovation Repository. There is an innovation and startup support. So in that you will click Yukti Innovation Repository. Okay. So in the initial state, you do your registration. You put your details, faculty member details, what are you are. For example, if you are working in an organization like a student, fill all the details. You are working as a student, faculty member, or you are the alumni also, and you are having some develop some new innovative idea, you can register with the details in the registration page. After that, what will happen? After registration, it will go for the verification to the institute. Your IIC institute will confirm that yes, he is the student working in our organization. If they say yes, he is the student whether working or he is an alumni or he is the faculty member. So they will do the verification within the institute. So after initial registration on the YIR portal, it will go to the institute. Now after the verification, then you came back to this Yukti Innovation Repository and submit your idea. So after verification, the innovator can submit their idea that they have prepared. They will have some format for them. You have to take that format and write your draft about your innovation, explain the different section that they are asked. They will ask you different questions that what is your idea, why it is important, and how you are going to implement. That question you have to answer it properly. Then IIC institute level also, they will assign 3 verifiers to evaluate the submission innovation. So then again it will, like at the institute level. So whatever you are submitting, in the institute level also IIC, they are having the different types of committee in which they are having the different expertise from the different domain. They will help you. They will basically institute will assign you 3 verifiers. Okay, they will also evaluate your proposal at the institute. After that, there is a post-evaluation that is being done at the Yukti level. So they will have their expert in your domain. They will basically, it will go through a rigorous review process. And when it is get passed through that review process, it will take to the next level. What is the next level? It will be put it on the YIR repository. And the different funding, if you need different funding, then the different funding and investment companies, or you can say the research organization, will help you in that. So this is the way, the basic way of flow of YIR in institute and the Yukti portal. Now see, I will show you step by step how we can basically do that. So first of all, you can go to this link, okay, to get to the Yukti portal. Okay. So in the Yukti portal, you will see 2 tabs. There is a new registration in which you are having an innovator or you are having an option for enablers. That's what I'm saying you. What are the different, there are 4 stakeholders. The first one is the innovator and ecosystem enablers is also. So for example, if you are an innovator or you are providing some new innovative ideas, so you have to register on the innovator. And if you are an enabler, you are helping the other by providing funding or investment, you need to go to the enablers. So you see, that's what I'm saying. This is a common platform in which you will get an innovator as well as you are getting a supporting system, like the funding, like the investment. So like you are an innovator, for example, so you just click on the registration tab and you have to go to the innovator, because you are registering your innovation ideas in the Yukti portal. So after that, what you have to do, you have to fill out all the registration form for creating account. So it's a basic way, like you have to log in, okay, you have to provide some details like your whatever, which institute you are working, what's your name, what are your ideas, what are your innovation or startup. So you have to put it like that. Everything you have to put it like that. So there is a Yukti National Innovation Repository in which you have to fill the registration form, complete details. So this is the 3 basic steps in which you have to register yourself in the Yukti portal. Now, once you have been registered in the Yukti portal, Now, institute level, it will come to the Institute Innovation Council. You see, so they are having their different portal. Once you are registered there in the UKTI portal, now in the IIC portal, you can see they can access your registration here. So if you see the registration detail, they can see that there are total individual registered. So this is basically at the Institute Innovation Council level. So it comes to the within the institute. They says yes, this student is working with us. So they have to confirm that yes, you are working within the organization, or you are the faculty member here, or you are the alumni of this institute. Then they have to confirm here. In the fourth step, that is very important step. If your council, innovation IIC council has to make a submission that yes, he is working within the organization. That is very important. So after that, like after the verification from the after initial registration from the UKTI portal, your organization has to do the verification. That is the fourth important step. Now, after the verification by the IIC institute, for example, your institute verify like that. So he sees that under registration detail, institute can see your registration detail that this is the student or this is the team leader under which they are working on this project. They have been registered for this project on the UKTI platform. So they say yes. At the bottom, they have an option that yes, this team belong to our institute. So when they institute level committee, like at the IIC level, when they select the option, yes, this team are working in our organization, then it will go move to the next step. Okay. So what is that? In the after the verification from the IIC, now you can basically submit your draft of the idea of the innovation of the prototype that you have prepared. So you see, it's a very not a simple way. You have to just register yourself in the UKTI portal, then you have to come back to IIC, then you have to again go back to the UKTI platform. Okay. In the UKTI platform, we are having innovation repository and IPR repository. So in the innovation repository, you have to submit a draft about your idea, about your innovation or the startup that you are having. Okay? And in the second one, in the IPR repository, you are submitting if you are having some patent for that also, copyright you are obtained, you can submit in the IPR. So in this way, you have to work in the UKTI portal along with the IIC portal of the institute.
सर वो क्यों बता रहा है लेकिन समझ में नहीं आ रहा.
For example, after submitting a proposal,
हाँ,
you want to update or upgrade your details by you want to add some more team members. For example, if you are working in an
वो
organization
होगा सर, वो बाद
and
में
if you
कर
believe
देंगे
that we
सर.
need certain more people who are having
हाँ,
some
वो हो
different
जाएगा.
expertise in completing our proposed
ऐसे ही आ रहा
idea
था
or the
बाद में,
startup
ये
or the
मैसेज
innovation,
पूरी
so
लिस्ट
you
बना
need
लीजिए
to
आप,
add some
कितनों ने
more team
रजिस्टर
members.
किया है, फिर
So there is a
इंस्टीट्यूट उसको
provision for
अप्रूव
that.
कर
There is
देगा
no
सर.
problem. You again go back to your
मिल जाएगा,
UKTI
मिल
National
जाएगा.
Innovation Repository. You log in with your credential details. Okay, you says that okay, we want to add more members. So what you can do, you can upgrade the detail by adding team member, or you can also add some more mentor if you want to add in that. So that is a very advanced feature that is being provided in the UKTI National Innovation Repository. By keeping in mind that because when you are solving some problem now, you will at that time you need some different people. Earlier you don't feel that you need that people, but at the stage when you are solving, so there is a team will come into picture. So new member will get added up. So there is an option of updating the detail in the UKTI platform. So that's an important or very like a user-friendly portal is being provided. Okay. No, very important. So, for example, if you are while solving a problem or while you have proposed an idea, you have submitted to the UKTI platform, and while solving that problem or innovation or the startup that you are proceeding with, and challenges. That challenges may be at the institute level. Okay. For example, you propose that okay, we are going to develop this prototype in our laboratory at our higher education institute. But what is happening at the later stage when you are working there? So there is some breakdown of the machine, or there is some no availability of the resources required for that. So what you can do? There is an option of the manage challenge by institute in an IIC portal. There is an option that you will put a manage challenge. So what is that manage challenge? So you write up, you go to that task and you write up that we are facing this challenge. So you put it in the IIC portal that we are facing this challenge. There is some breakdown of this machine. We require this machine for carrying out our for the prototype development or for creating our new prototype of the startup. So you put it on the manage challenge. This our problem that you are facing. So what is happening that IIC committee first review your challenge or the problem that you are facing. So they try to resolve at the institute level. Okay. So for example, they will try to provide some resource or some try to overcome the breakdown that will take place. But if they are not able to do that, so what they do, they will help you taking your nominate the challenge. So what they will do, they will nominate the challenge and it will go to the again
सर मैंने
with the help of the Yukti platform, it will go to the challenge to the all the community that is working in that domain. So they can provide a solution within the organization, or they can also help you in getting a solution outside the organization. So in that way, for example, if your machine is not working and there is same type of machine in some different high education institute, so IIC will help in coordinating that with the help of this portal, manage challenge and nominate challenge. So you see, from the initiation of your idea prototype to the basically carrying forward and to the final execution, wherever you are facing a problem, this Yukti platform along with IIC portal and Endeavor Center, external
जी
centers
सर गुड
are
मॉर्निंग
always
सर
providing a solution for all the problem that you are facing. That's why
हाँ
I'm
मैं कर
saying
रही सर
that
कर रही
Yukti is
एक्चुअली
a
जस्ट
common
हाँ
platform
कर दिया सर कर
that will
दिया
help you in taking your quality innovation to the next level. So that is the advantage of having a Yukti initially. So that is very, very important. If you see, our government of India has provided a very simple and user friendly platform. Now it is up to us organization that we have to boost up the level of the startup, the level of innovation. We have to motivate students in higher education institute that we are having a common platform, we can utilize it. Because earlier there are no such platform, then we can complain like that, we don't have any resources, we don't have any funding source. So we
सर का साउंड नहीं आ रहा है, सॉरी।
हेलो अमन सर हेलो हेलो अमन सर
अमन सर को एक बार फोन लगवा दीजिए मैडम।
जी 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 सर जी सर
साउंड चला गया।
जी सर हम्म आशीष सर पता है वही होंगे देखो है
Dear participants, please wait. We are calling our expert regarding now he is left side.
hello, am I audible?
जी सर जी
यस
सॉरी।
सर यस सर
I don't know. The screen get went away for some time.
जी
So I will share it again. Give me
जी
1 second. Is my screen visible?
विजिबल सर।
Okay. So I am at the just conveying last message to the about this session that Yukti basically that YIR platform. In that way, it will help you initiating your project in the innovating idea. Then it will help you taking it forward. And finally, if you face some problem, then it will also help you in tackling that challenge. So that is the advantage of having this common platform. That's what I am saying to our student also at our institute, that you are having some great platform provided by our Ministry of Education. You should utilize this platform. And I'm telling you very frankly, here in IITs, I don't have an expertise about some other institute. So I'm being associated with the IIT. I'm saying that in our IIT, students are utilizing this platform in a very effective manner. We are getting a different ideas for innovation, for startup, and it is being supported by the IIC Council. Incubation center is being there at the IIT and different higher education institute also. So they are supporting that idea, and with the help of this Yukti platform and YIR platform, a lot of our students, our teams, our faculty members are getting an innovation, like they are getting a funding source also. So that's what we are trying to say. So from this session, we have learned that Yukti is a very great platform, national level repository. We can utilize it. So that's it from my side. Thank you very much. Now all of you are, if you are having any query, you are welcome to ask. Thank you so much.
Thank you sir, thank you. It is very insightful and definitely we will be benefited, and we are also recording so we can see how we can register and our students. It is very motivating. The IITs and IITs students are registering regularly and स्वप्न है हमारा आत्मनिर्भर भारत का, निश्चित रूप से IIC और NIC की जो एक्टिविटी है, ये उसमें एक बहुत बड़ा वाइटल फैक्टर साबित होने वाली है। आपने हमें बहुत ही अपना अमूल्य समय प्रदान किया, इसके लिए हम आपको बहुत ही आभारी हैं। हमारे दूसरे एक्सपर्ट भी जुड़ गए हैं। भावना मैडम, आर
Yes,
यू
sir. Yes, sir.
देयर? सो
Yes,
प्लीज।
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you to all the committee member, and thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Aman sir.
नमस्कार
Thank
अमन
you.
जी, नमस्कार।
Namaskar,
Hello.
Deepak ji.
Hello,
Yeah.
Deepak sir.
Hello.
हाँ,
Good morning,
नमस्कार।
sir. I am Dr. Bhavna
गुड
Pillai,
मॉर्निंग।
convener IIC. Welcomes you. Uh, we are especially honored to have with us our distinguished guest, Dr. Deepak Kumar. Dr. Deepak Kumar has made significant contribution to their relevant area. Today, Dr. Deepak Kumar will be addressing National Innovation Startup Policy and its adoption formulation of I&E policy at institute level and participation in ARIIA and NIRF area. Dr. Deepak Kumar, sir, just a minute. We are excited to hear Dr. Deepak Kumar. Dr. Deepak is an assistant professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering in MANIT Bhopal. Prior to joining MANIT Bhopal, he worked as a postdoctoral fellow with a research group on biomechanics and soft mechanics at Applied Mechanics Department of IIT Delhi. He also worked as a research associate in SRIC IIT Kanpur. Welcome, sir. We are excited to hear Dr. Deepak Kumar. Without further ado, platform is yours, sir. Please welcome.
Thank you, ma'am, for a very nicely introduction. So, as ma'am has suggested, okay, so myself, Dr. Deepak Kumar, so already introduced by madam. So, I'm going to deal with the topic empowering innovation, implementing national startup policy for enhanced entrepreneurship and area or NIRF ranking at the institutional level. So, as Dr. Aman Khurana has talked about the UP, so in addition to that one, if we are actually promoting the various startups and entrepreneurship skills in our institute level thing, so these are the platform where actually we have to focus. So means our institutional level faculty members as well as the students can actually take the advantages provided by the government of India. So, I hope so. Means all the members are still enthusiastically participating. So briefly we will summarize all the things. So, okay. So I will not take means so much time, but let's start with the topic. What exactly we are going to cover in this talk? So first we will look, or we can say that in my past lectures also we have talked about the design thinking and innovation. So first we will revisit the concept of design thinking and innovation, and then very important question where actually for what we are rightly discussing along with us, how to empower innovation at institutional level. So we will try to answer this one. And in addition to that one, we are also asking, or we will try to answer the questions like how to implement national startup policy and how we can enhance area or NIRF ranking. So basically, area, you can say that basically the full form of area is nothing but the Atal ranking. Yeah, here you can say Atal ranking of institution of innovation achievement. And already we know, or already we are aware about the NIRF ranking. So recently government of India has launched the NIRF also. So the full form of this national institutional ranking framework. So we will discuss about these two different type of ranking. And of course, as we know that we will take one example. We have to get the motivation. Of course, IIT Madras is performing very consistent way. Here we can see that he means this institution is getting first rank from previously nearly more than 5 years. So we will take motivation from this institute, and we will try to take example, and later on we will try to understand in detail what actually Araria means Atal Ranking Institution of Innovation and NIRF. And also we will discuss how these two different type of ranking are distinguished, means how they are differ in between. So what is the major focus of Araria, as well as what is the main focus for the NIRF? And later on we will discuss about the, in a summarized way, major, what are the major initiatives we have to take care for improving, or any kind of, you can say that, ranking, or particularly we are focusing the area and NIRF ranking. So basically in this talk, actually we are trying to motivate the entrepreneurship as well as startup things. So particularly our attention, we are focusing towards the area ranking, but parallelly we should also talk about the NIRF ranking. So let's means revisit the concept of the design thinking. So first, before, let me ask you, my slide is visible to all? Please, anyone can confirm me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay,
It's
thank you. So let's recap the concept of the design thinking. So basically, if you're talking about the design thinking, so as the word suggests, it involves different type of, you can say that, thinking. So thinking, we have to put different type of brainstorming. We have to put effort in our mind. We have to start involving the processing of the thinking. So basically, design thinking is nothing but the brainstorming to make novel or advanced product or process. So basically, if we are thinking about this, any startup or any entrepreneurship, participation, of course, before that we have to think a lot. And particularly in these days, means our India as well as various funding agency, they are looking for the product oriented, or at the same time process oriented startups, as well as the entrepreneurship participation. So you may ask one question that means we have to do, or we have to actually innovate a very novel kind of product or process, or so means it is very difficult, it's not very easy task to actually invent a very novel type of product, or very novel type of machine. So the answer is that, so it is not necessarily that you are actually inventing the very novel kind of product, but what you can do means, there are a lot of means things are there and remaining to do in our society. So you have to look around your day-to-day life, and you can find that there are multiple product has already been invented, but how
change हो गया
that
क्या
that type
तुम्हारा?
of product is to be utilized, or how the performance or utilization we can improve. So we can say that not necessarily we have to develop very novel kind of product, or sometimes you can say that if you are developing, that is very good, but it is not necessarily to make the startup requiring a very novel kind of product. You can say that you have to think about the redevelopment or advancement, you can say that. So we have to think about, if you are having any kind of machine already invented by our forefather scientists, so what you can do, you can put, or you can actually make, you have to start thinking about the advancement of the already developed machine. So right now we can say that, if we are talking about the different type of innovation happens in our scenario. So currently we are living in a, you can say that, smart means innovation scenario, you can say that, means smart scenario, you can say that. Right now what we are looking for, whatever the machine has been developed already by our forefather scientists, right now what we are doing, we are making that type of machine smarter. So how we can make them smarter, that is our main focus. You can choose. At the same time, any type of process which already people have started, so you can start thinking in that sense, that how you can improve, how you can make that existing process smarter. So we are living in a, we are putting our complete attention toward the smarter world. So basically, so design thinking is not a is a simple process where you are putting your brainstorming to make novel or advanced product or process. So basically, this process involves doing or planning something. Okay, so so many things you have to do, and you have to plan so many things with a particular purpose or aim in a mind. So first thing what you have to do, you have to think about which type of problem you are targeting. So you have to make a particular purpose or focus on what type of problem people are facing, and which type of, there are multiple type of problems, so you cannot target different type of problem in a single time. So you have to, target your problem, which type of problem you are dealing with, and you have to start thinking you are about that problem. So design thinking involves different type of stages, like these are the very generic way of stages. So you can say that stage number one involving the empathize. So what you will actually do in this step. So in the empathize step, you are looking for the research
हाँ दूसरा
users
चल रहा है
need.
दीपक कुमार का
So first you have to connect yourself,
हाँ
and you have to
जी
think
जी
about yourself as a
उसका
customer
रिपोर्ट
as well.
बनाने के लिए पहले ने
So
जो
you have to
बताया उसके
actually
पॉइंट्स
connect
तो
your
आप सभी
feeling with the customer,
मतलब जो
users
उनका
need, you can
समरी
say that. So
और इनका भी
understand
थोड़ा
and
बहुत
share
कर
feeling
लेंगे
of others. So what actually customer requires to
हाँ हाँ ठीक है
actually
सर जी
actually what type of, I mean, whatever the type of, problem you
सर
are
एक मिनट में
actually
वॉशरूम से
targeting.
बहुत ही
Then later on, after connecting your feelings with the, users, you have to define in the second stage the user's needs and problems. So uh, after involvement, you will state down your users need and what are the problems users are facing, and how will you provide the solution. And then you have to start thinking for the ideation. So see, your solution may be not providing a complete, resolution whatever the problem you have been targeted, but you have to think about that. Okay, these are up to what level of, resolution your solution is providing. So you can list down your limitation of the proposed solution. Always it is not a wrong thing. You have to proudly say that, okay, up to this scale, my proposed solution is working perfectly. So you have to focus on the perfection. You don't have to focus that you have to cover, different type of problem in a single sort solution. Okay, so your whatever the solution you are providing, up to whatever scale, that solution should be performing in a perfectional way. Okay, so challenge assumptions and create ideas. So you have to list down what are the different type of limitation you are having. You can put some assumptions. Okay, and of course later on you can start thinking about that one. So you can improve again and again your whatever the solution you are going to provide for the targeted problem. And then later on the stage is coming model. So what you will
सही
do,
कह रहे थे
so
सुनो
you
हम
have to
रिपोर्ट बना सकते
actually gathered or collected different type of
हाँ
data,
सही कह रहा था
because you have
इट्स
actually
डेडिकेटेड
connected
तो
your
यदि आप
feelings with the users need.
रिपोर्ट
So after collecting the different data, and
लिखिए
you have to
हाँ हाँ
actually
हाँ
do some,
हाँ
this time, this
हाँ
type you
हाँ
can say that
बिल्कुल
mathematical correlation is always required. So you have to
हाँ
put,
हाँ
means based on the data collection, you have to put, you
हाँ
have to
ठीक है
analyze the data in terms of, mathematical model. So what you will do, that
अपलोड
okay,
कर देंगे
what are the input data
हाँ
and
हाँ
what will
ठीक
be
है
the output data for whatever the
जी
proposed solution as a model I
जी
am
सर
going to
जी
provide.
हाँ
So how my solution is going
हाँ
to
नहीं वो
affect
तो है
with respect to the input variable
हाँ
as well as
हाँ
the output
बिल्कुल
variable,
बिल्कुल
and what is the
सर
things is going to affect my overall system. So you have to analyze, because whatever type of solution you are going to provide for any kind of problem, the problem may be social, you are means considering, the problem may be engineering, whatever the type of problem you are actually targeting, you have to make, analytical, or you can say that some particular
हाँ
mathematical
लगातार
model.
मीटिंग में एक के बाद फिर
And later on you after,
देखिए अभी
because this
एक
model is
हुआ है
going
अपना
to help you very,
इनका चल रहा है ये चलेगा
scientifically.
12 बजे
So
तक है ना
this model
फिर
also
12 से एक डॉक्टर
connects
अजय भी
different
हमारे
type of, physics involvement
फिर उसके
in
बाद
your proposed solution. Then later on, based on the model, you will actually next stage is coming
10 से 11 का हो गया, अभी चल रहा है 11 से
where
5
you
का,
can start
यहाँ पे 12
actually
से 1,
putting, or you can say that launching the
2 से
first,
3, 3
you
बजे
can
खत्म
say
हो
that
जाएगा,
solution to the,
1
you
बजे से 2
first
बजे
not
तक
for
का,
the complete
हाँ ले
gathering.
जाओ,
First you will start making the pilot
हाँ,
prototype. So
हाँ,
first prototype you
ले
will
जाओ सर,
create.
10 से
So
11
and
11
then you will actually perform the
हाँ,
pilot testing. Then based on the findings of the pilot testing product, you will try to
जी,
launch in the market. So you will decide with your team that whether it is means based on the data of the pilot testing, we will decide that whether we have to put in the market or not. So this actually design thinking involves different type of processes. Now coming to the innovation. So basically, whatever the type of whatever the different type of brainstorming you have been putting for any kind of starting for any kind of problem solution. So basically, uh, at the later stage you will be having, you can say that, as a reward whatever the brainstorming exercise you have been performing. So basically fruits of design thinking and other additional exercise which you have been performing, that is coming in terms of innovation. So again I'm saying innovation not only inventing the first novel product, you can redevelop the existing product and redevelop the whatever the type of existing process you are having. So innovation is nothing but the, you have to start thinking, you have to think, then make, then break and repeat. So you can say that it is an iteration process, means you don't have to stop means even though if you have obtained the final product, again and again you have to think about the improvement whatever the product you have been developed. So that's why innovation is involving think, make, break, repeat. Why break? Means whatever the initial prototype you have been developed, sometimes it is not providing the expected solution which you have been thought. So what you have to do, you don't have to break, means you have to start you know uh, uh, thinking a lot. You have to actually upgrade whatever the means whatever the process you have been choosing. Now you can you will choose in the process, then next prototype you have to develop. So innovation involve different type of other kind of steps like prototype creation. So prototype creation means building a working model or prototype. Means after performing different type of brainstorming exercises, you have been developed a working model or prototype. So again, you will do the testing. So of course, testing process involve evaluating the prototype, identify improvement. Means testing is not a kind of you are actually you are whatever the expectation you have been put in initially, then you are verifying that whether whatever the product has been developed, it is verifying, basically it is performing all the things what we have expected or not. And it is not necessarily that your first prototype will actually means perform all the expectation. So always there is a chance for the improvement. So you have to list down what are the chances of improvement we can actually update in our initial prototype. Later on, implementation. So implementation means bringing the innovation to the market. Means of course, if you will perform different type of trials, okay. So sometimes you will actually find that yes, now our product is very means in different trials, and now you can decide that yes, our product has been means has been actually performing all the expected tasks. Then you can launch into the market. So basically implementation means bringing the innovation to market or practical use. And of course, when you will launch the product to the markets, of course you will actually interact with the customer for the feedbacks and different type of comments from the customer. So basically again collecting the feedback and comments from the customer will actually help you to again further improvement in onboarding the whatever the product you have been launched. So basically, so this is the we can say that the recapitulation or revisiting the concept of the design thinking as well as the innovation. Now slowly moving, we are moving ahead to the next topic, very much important. So that is the question that how to empower innovation at institution. So of course, there are multiple challenges means one can face to empower innovation in respective institute, but we are trying to summarize different type of steps. So every step you have to work hard in every step, and at least you have to put 100% effort to actually achieve means different type of steps to empowering innovation at our institution. So the first step is establish innovation cell. Okay, so cell, of course, it is having different challenges. So you have to face that type of challenges, and you have to work hard. So establish innovation cells means what you are doing. You are actually creating a dedicated cell or centers which is having the complete attention to the fostering innovation. There is no other kind of work is happening in that center. So you have to 100% dedicatedly put focus on a particular department, you can say that, or cell. So you have to establish that one. And the next step is encourage collaboration. So collaboration is very much important, particularly if you are talking about the startups culture promotion in your institution level. So encourage collaboration. So what you will do? So you have to put, you have to promote interdisciplinary culture among faculty members, so as well as the students and industry. So there are, you can say that, three stakeholders. Using these three stakeholders in your institute, you have to put your complete effort. You can encourage them. You have to put them in a very collective sense. So you have to make the bonding between faculty members, the students, as well as industry peoples. You have to invite them. You have to you have to actually schedule different type of meetings with these stakeholders. You can say that, for the promoting innovations. Faculty members, students, as well as the industry partners, industry persons. The third step is providing funding and resources. So of course, you can say that without funding, it is very difficult to survive. Yes or no? Everyone agree with me. So you have to arrange the initial funding, initial resources. You have to provide whatever the person is going to start the startup. Okay, so initial seed grant funding are also being provided by our government of India, or different type of funding agencies are right now, they are promoting the startup, so they are providing the funding and the seed grant. So you can actually motivate the innovators that please you can target that those type of funding agencies. So provide funding and resources. So primary facilities you can actually arrange them for within your department or institution level. So allocate funds and resources for innovative projects and research. So you can actually track that what are the different type of research activities are going on in your institution level, as well means what are the main persons are involved in different type of innovative research exercises, either maybe faculty member, either maybe students or researchers. So you have to target them, and you have to actually motivate them to actually promote the innovation culture within your institute. Later on, the next step involves foster entrepreneurship culture. So for making the means fostering the entrepreneurship culture, what you have to do, you can actually you have to organize different type of workshop, mentorship program, and startup incubator. So here what you can do, so you can actually target different type of industry persons. You can invite different type of researchers. So particularly whatever the type of field is there. So based on the different type of research activities happening in your institute, so you based on the research activity related areas, you can invite the experts from industries as well as the research institution. So they can actually provide the lecture, and they can actually give you they can actually motivate your gathering of uh, uh, students as well as the faculty members. Next step involves incentivize innovation. So of course, you have to put some incentives to motivate them. So you can offer different type of rewards, recognition, and incentives for innovative ideas and projects. So like in different institution, like in our Mehmet Bhopal as well, we are actually providing some initial incentives for our innovative students. So we are actually selecting some kind of projects, some innovative projects from within our institute level, and whatever the good projects or whatever the nice novel project we are finding, we are providing 50,000 rupees for the initial incentive, you can say that, or seed grant type of thing. So students can also start upgrading, or they can start motivating to actually take whatever the project they have made for the next level. So of course, incentive innovation, you can say the incentivity is also required. Integrate innovation in curriculum. So these days, see, it is very much important, and our government of India is very strict by saying that you have to integrate the innovation in your curriculum. And right now, new education policy are also motivating us to involve different type of innovation related exercises or innovation related curriculum in our academic culture as well. So embedded innovation and entrepreneurship into academic curriculum. So you can start putting some kind of courses which actually help to grow in startup as well as entrepreneurship actually culture. Next one is the facilitation access to technology. So what you have to do, you have to actually provide to the students as well as the researchers a very important cutting edge research tools. You have to establish different type of lab and technologies, means all the possible technology. If you can gear whatever the type of ability you are having, you have to establish a very advanced labs within your institute. So researchers can start performing different type of tasks, and they can actually enhance the product development, and later on they can come up with the startups. Promote IP awareness. So see, this is very much important. So whatever the idea one can have, that should be patented. So you have to actually motivate the student as well as the faculty members. Whatever the idea they have actually worked, first they have to make a patent. So educate on intellectual property rights and patent filing processes. So patent filing process is not a very easy task. So different type of process we have to involve. So we can take help from different type of supporting agencies which we are actually getting from different IPR agencies. So we have to actually involve our faculty member as well as the students in the promotion of IP awareness, and later on engage with industry. So of course, without engagement with industries, we cannot survive in the same time. So anyhow, we have to make the bonding. As an academician, sometimes we are not happy with the sitting or with going to the industry, but anyhow we have to make the strong bonding with the academia as well as industry. So engage with industry. So build strong industry linkages for real world problem solving methods. So what we can do, sometimes it is required, we have to resolve whatever the type of problem industry persons are facing right now. So initially, as an academician, we have to provide them solution in a free of cost. We don't have to charge anything. It is actually learning phase. So we have to, make the strong industry linkages. It is very much important these days. So later on, in the last step, measure and improve. So regularly access innovation outcomes and continuously improve the ecosystem. So whatever the type of culture you have been established in your institute, so you have to regularly do the meetings. You have to make some committee so they can actually track the different type of startups. Initially startup, you can say that they can actually track the progress and innovation outcomes coming from this type of startups. So these are the major steps we have to deal with whenever we are thinking about how we can empower innovation in our institution. Now moving to the next, means there is kind of chart, means graph, you can see that. So there are two major parameters while empowering the innovation on the institution level. So first one is the capability, and another parameter is trust. So there you may be any stage. So sometimes you are having, you can see in this figure as well. So sometimes some person, you have to, by the way, you have to motivate each and every person, even though he is having little capability or someone is having higher capability. We don't have to stop, we don't have to demotivate any kind of person. So sometimes you may have such type of cases, like some person is having low capability with low trust. Then later on, what you can say that trust will build up slowly, slowly. But capability, you can actually motivate the students and faculty member. So actually, capability can be improvised from your own, and trust will be developed later. Okay, slowly, slowly. So if some person is having low capability with no trust, so this stage is called rethinking. So what we have to do, we will motivate him by saying that you have to rethink. So and your product will be later succeed. We don't have to demotivate anyone. So we have, and second stage, you can second case you may have, some person is having very good capability, very high capability, and slowly slowly it is building the trust. So we can be, you can say that we very happily allow to actually put his effort in the right direction. We have to motivate him, and we have to provide the funding as well to actually improve whatever the product he's thinking of. So we will allow him, and we will say that stop micromanaging, start coaching. So what you can do, see, like whatever the learning he is having, he has to promote the learning as well. So we will motivate him that okay, whatever the learning you are having, you have to speed that type of learning to among other students as well. So sometimes at a particular time they can actually, the huge mass will come to help you. Okay, so in that way we have to motivate. And similarly, some person may have low capability with high trust. So anyhow, if they are having low capability, anyhow we have to put the adjustment. So we are not actually motivating that thing. So we have to motivate him in that way. You have to put more effort by gaining, means you have to put the high, you have to enhance the capability. And sometimes we don't have to motivate, or we don't have to pump any kind of person or any kind of startup by saying that you are you are much having you are very good. Okay, so maybe he may become overconfident, so we have to stop that type of motivation as well. So anyhow, politely we have to say that yes, you are in a good track and you have to work on it. So in this way, capability and trust issues are actually running. So now another question is also coming in a very, this question is very much important as well. So how to implement national startup policies and to enhance area or NIRF ranking. So whatever the type of ranking we want to enhance. So particularly we are focusing innovation related ranking, that is area. Later on we are coming to the what is the meaning of area as well as the NIRF. So how to implement national startup policy. So again, we have summarized very 8 steps. Again, each and every steps is providing different type of challenges. So we have to deal with that type of the challenges as well. So the first challenge, the first step is create a startup ecosystem. how will you create the startup ecosystem? Just what you have to do, you have to establish an dedicated incubation center or a startup hub within the institute. That is the first and foremost step. You have to create a startup ecosystem. And the next one, form partnerships. What you have to do? Again, you have to start collaborating with different type of nearby industry. First, you can start with that one. Okay. So collaborate with industry, nearby industry, government bodies, and other educational institutions. So which means you can collaborate with other institutions as well, because make teams. You will find different type of experts. Okay. So by sitting together, you can actually enhance the ideation stage. So that's why collaboration is very much important. You have to make the partnership. Then the third step is offering support program. So again, similar kind of steps which we have seen for the previous question. We have to provide the mentorship, of course, funding as well as the training for startups. So you can invite different industry persons, different experts from different academia. So they can actually motivate your students, startup entrepreneur to train them and to actually learn so many things, whatever required for enhancement of your startups. The next one is the promotion innovation. So every time encouragement is always required. So encourage research and development activity within our institute through grants and incentives. So again, I'm saying if you are providing, even though not required a very high amount, small in a small money incentive, you can decide to promote or to encourage research and development activity, and by providing little in amount incentives to the students and whatever the faculty members are also involved in the activity. Next one is facilitation networking. So again, you have to make the good network, because right now networking is always required for any kind of promotional activity. Like you have to organize events, workshop, networking opportunity for entrepreneurs, different type of uh, activities are also happening in different type of institution. So you have to participate, you have to motivate them to participate in different type of startup related activity or even research related activity as well. Later on, you have to track the progress. So again, you have to make the committee within our institute, and so they can monitor and evaluate the performance of each and every startup program. So what you can do in this activity, suppose you have selected 10 startups, but every month you are doing the tracking of, or you are monitoring the progress of these 10 startups, and after 6 months you will sit that and you will decide that okay, out of these 10 startups, only 5 startups are nicely performing, but remaining startups are not nicely performing. So what you can do, initially you have actually chosen 10 out of, let's say, 100 startups. So what you can do, later on, whatever the startups are not performing enough progress, so you can actually shift whatever the amount of funding you have been provided to next, you have not actually, you have not got the chance. So this type of model we are also actually applying here in our main network or in our old incubation center. So in this way you can actually put your money for different type of team, or different type of, you can provide different chances. Later on, showcase success. So highlight successful startups and innovation in institutional publication and reports. So different type of social medias, and you can utilize different type of newspapers. You can put news related about your whatever type of innovation is happening within your institute. So right now, these are the data are also required to fill up in the NISP portal and UG portal. And later on in the last stage, apply for ranking. So whatever the data you have been achieved, you have obtained during these activities, so these type of data are always required to submit in this type of area or other NIRF ranking. consideration. So these are the few steps you have to follow. You can actually follow to implement national startup policy for enhancing the area or NIRF ranking. Now moving ahead, means let's take one example. So of course, as we know that for area as well as NIRF ranking, IIT Madras is the consistent. You can say that taking first place from previous more than 5 years. You can say. So how he's actually means dealing with how is we have to get the motivation from it. We have to learn from this institute. So what exactly he is actually adopting the process. So the process involves startup ecosystem. So IIT Madras has already established IIT Madras incubation cell, where comprehensive support system is always running for helping the startup as well as, so in startup involve different type of students as well as the faculty members. Even though other institution faculty member can also participate in this IIT Madras incubation cell. So coming to the next one, partnerships. So IIT Madras is collaborating with different type of companies, government agencies, and other institutions. So you have to make the culture that your faculty members are going to collaborate with different type of industries, government agencies, and industry and other institutions. And IIT Madras is also providing support program by offering the seed funding, mentoring, and infrastructure support. So if you want to participate, anyone is having good idea, he can actually contact IIT Madras Incubation Center for the funding at any time. Innovation promotion. So IIT Madras is also facilitating research through dedicated innovation center, and he has made a very good networking. So always IIT Madras is hosting different type of startup conclave to connect entrepreneurs with investors and experts. So if somebody is some investors getting very good interest in a particular type of startup, so directly they can support. Actually, so IIT Madras is having very dedicated committee. So it is evaluating and doing regular accesses of the progress of the incubating startup, and we are seeing different type of news stories related to this IIT Madras. So throughout the ranking, so IIT Madras consistently performing well in area, in Atal ranking as well as the NAF ranking due to its robust startup support system. We have to learn from this institute. Now let's talk about the area. So area, the full form of the area is nothing but the Atal ranking of institution on innovation achievement. So basically, it is the initiative taken by the government of India. And what is the exact aim? So, government of India is aiming to the promotion and recognition of the innovation and entrepreneurship activities in higher education. So, promoting innovation within the institute, that is the major objective of this area. Okay, so this area ranking has been launched in January 2018 to evaluate rank institution based on their innovation capability and achievement. So basically, area is 100% focused on the innovation. What are the innovation happening within your institute, and what are the related achievements you have been achieved. So different type of parameters this area involves, like institutional strategy and support. So which type of innovation management mechanism is running in your institute, what are the different type of support system you are providing, and what are the different type of policies within your institute you are having. So this type of parameters they are actually measured. Resources and facilities, of course, which means up to what level of infrastructure you have been built up within your institute. So they are going to measure that one. How much institutional funding you are going to provide for the students as well as the faculty member. Not in a big amount, but how much number of fundings you are going to provide. and up to what level of facilities for the innovation and entrepreneurship you are going to provide within your institute. Next parameter is innovation and development. So how much number of patents are being filed from your institute? That is also being considered as a parameter for this institutional ranking. Prototypes and research output. How many number of projects are running? What are the different type of prototypes have been developed within your institute? Next parameter is startup ecosystem. So how much the means how your center within the institute, the startup center is mentoring for seeking funding from, you can say, the different type of funding agencies. So how many number of, you means how many number of projects got funded from different agencies? That is also being consideration for the parameter. Knowledge transfer. So how much collaboration your institute is having with different type of industries, as well as the how much technology has been transferred, means technology transfer related activities happening in your institute or not. So they are also looking for. Next one is outreach and impact. So they are also saying that how much contribution you have been made for the societal improvement as well as the economic development through innovation. So means how your innovation involved for the development of the society. That is also they are considering as a input parameter. So in what categories they are actually providing the array ranking? So the first category is overall. So overall means they are actually comprehensive ranking for institution based on innovation achievement. Overall achievement, you can say that, and they are also providing a specialized category ranking, and where you will find that different categories may be applied based on the nature of institution. Like they are actually listing the university level, engineering college level, export level. So what are the process to get these type of rankings? So of course institution is submitting the data whatever it is, it has on the portal, and this type of data means whatever they have actually submitted, the data has been assessed by the Araria team, and based on their data rankings are published annually, showcasing the performance and innovation activities of the institute, that respective institute. So how this area is impacting? So basically this encourages institution to foster culture of innovation and entrepreneurship, and of course it providing the benchmark for institution to improve their innovation practices. So of course it also offers the stakeholder insight into the innovation capabilities of institution. Now we have talked about the area. Now let's talk about the NIRF. So NIRF is nothing but the National Institutional Ranking Framework. So this is a not, you can say that this is overall actually ranking the government is aiming. So NIRF is an initiative by again by Government of India to access rank higher education institution in the country, and it has been launched before the Araria ranking, launched in 2015, to provide systematic evaluation of institutions based on various parameters. So it involves different type of parameters, including research, academia, as well as the innovation. So what are the different parameters? So there are major 5 parameters on which this NIRF ranking data has been based. Like the first parameter is teaching, learning and resources. So it involves faculty qualification. So up to what level of qualification your faculty members are having. Student teacher ratio, SFR, student faculty ratio. This is very much important, particularly for getting higher NIRF ranking, and of course infrastructure. Second parameter is research and professional practice. What are the research outputs your institute is providing to the society? Like how many publications are published from your institute, how many number of patents has been granted, and how many industry collaboration you have been put in. Later on, the third objective is graduation outcome. So, what are the employment rates you are having within your institute? How much placement record you are having? Student achievement. So that is also counted to in NIR. Outreach and inclusivity. So diversity in student and faculty population means you can diversity among different background. How much geographical students you are having within your campus. Perception is also being considered as a parameter in NIR ranking. So institution reputation among peers, how the industry persons is looking is actually having perception about your institute. That is also being taken care. Okay, so these are the few parameters the NIF focuses. So again, NIF ranking is being provided or has been launched in different categories like overall ranking, okay, engineering ranking, management, pharmacy, university level, college level. So again, for actually getting this NIF ranking, again different type of data based on these 5 parameters your institution is submitting through a portal, and this data has been accessed by the government of India and they are publishing annually. So again, based on this NIR ranking also encouraging students to actually get the admission in the respective institute. Okay, so now if somebody is asking to you very much important question, that then how this area Atal ranking as well as the NIF ranking they are having distinction, how they are having difference to each other. So now let us discuss that difference as well. The first similarity you will find that both are launched by the government of India, but with different objectives. You can say that NIRF offers a general evaluation of institution performance, means how the institution is performing in a generic way. On the other hand, Araria or Atal ranking focuses on the specific area of innovation and entrepreneurship. So innovation and entrepreneurship particularly is being evaluated by Atal ranking, and overall performance has been measured by the NIR. So objective is totally different. If you are talking about the objective, so NIRF ranking access the rank of higher education institution based on overall quality, including teaching, research, as well as the student outcome. On the other hand, area focuses specifically on the evaluation of the innovation and entrepreneurship culture within your institution. And if we are talking about the parameters, so NIRF ranking focus on the teaching quality, research output, graduation output, infrastructure, and perception. On the contrary, Araria focuses on the how much research activity generated, innovation related activity has been innovated within your institute. So it's a center on innovation management, resources and facilities for the innovation, startup support, and knowledge transfer. Coming to the category, so NIF, as we have discussed previously, NIF ranking institution in various categories like overall categories also coming, engineering categories coming, management, universities level, college level. On the other hand, Araria is primarily focusing on innovation achievement with the emphasis on the institution innovation ecosystem. So basically, they are targeting the innovation related things. If we are talking about the scope, so NIRF ranking provides a broad evaluation of the institutional performance across multiple dimensions of education. So different type of dimension has been covered in the NIRF ranking. However, again I am repeating, Araria provides only focus assessment on how institution contribute to support innovation and entrepreneurship culture. So again, if you are talking about the impact, so NIR ranking influences institutional policies on quality education, research, and overall academic standards. On the other hand, RRA is promoting the enhancement in the innovation ecosystem by highlighting the encouraging innovative practice and entrepreneurship activities. So these are the basic difference between RRA and NIR ranking. So about RRA already we have discussed. I'm not going into detail. Okay. So now let's talk about the last topic, that is what are the major initiatives we have to take for improvement in water ranking as well as NIF ranking for the institute. So of course these are the summarized steps you can follow. Like number one, you can strengthen infrastructure. So first and foremost, you have to put your institutional infrastructure very good. So develop state-of-the-art facilities for research as well as innovation. So without that, you cannot think about the improvement in the area as well as the NIF ranking. The second one is the enhancement in research output. Please motivate your faculty members so they can further motivate to their students to increase the quality publication, as well as they have to file patents as well as research collaboration. So how these type of activity will increase in your institutes? You have to motivate them to collaborate with different type of industries as well as the academia. So these type of activities you have to promote. The third one is support startup. So provide robust incubation and funding support. So at the initial level, you have to motivate your stakeholder, of course student, just by providing a small funding at least for the selected projects. The fourth one is the improve teaching quality. So you have to ensure that high standard in faculty qualification and teaching methods. So actually this is the key parameter to make the to put the major initiative. High standard in the faculty qualification. Next one is the promote industry collaboration. So you have to build a strong partnership with industry and engage in real world projects. So that's why what you have to do, you can actually select different brilliant students within your institute, and you can actually put their mind or whatever the human resource you have been achieved to resolve different type of issue, whatever the nearby industry you are facing, they are facing. You have to motivate them to resolve their issue even though free of cost. The next one is the focus on student outcome. So track and improve employment rates, student achievement and alumni success. Data management, of course, maintain accurate data and comprehensive record for ranking submission, because these data are always required for submission in the any type of ranking portal, either area or NIF ranking. Regular assessment, so continuous evaluate different type of projects and define institutional strategies and practices. Whenever it is needed, you can actually refine whatever the policies within your institute you have been prepared. So thank you very much for listening me. So I would like to invite whatever the type of doubts you are having related to this topic. So thank you. Please.
Thank you, Deepak sir. Hope this session finds you well. I wanted to extend my heartfelt thanks for the outstanding presentation. डॉक्टर दीपक सर ने हमें ARIIA रैंकिंग और NIRF रैंकिंग दोनों के बीच में डिफरेंस, जनरल इवैल्यूएशन ऑफ इंस्टीट्यूशनल परफॉर्मेंस, टीचिंग रिसोर्स इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इन NIRF रैंकिंग and area ARIIA ranking focus on the innovation and startups. And thank you sir for this great information about ARIIA and NIRF ranking. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for giving me such a nice opportunity. Thank you all for listening me. And if somebody is having any doubt, you can. I would be happy to clear that one. Okay, no issue.
Thank you sir.
Thank you.
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
जी, आपसे और हम मार्गदर्शन लेते रहेंगे।
बिल्कुल सर, बिल्कुल। Thank you, sir.
Good morning, Dr. Ajay Kumar. Sir, Dr. Ajay Kumar. Yes, sir. Good morning.
Can you hear me? Good morning.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Um,
good. So,
Welcome, sir. Welcome here. Thank you for joining us. Uh,
thank
Dr.
you.
Ajay Kumar is currently working as Assistant Professor in Department of Mechanical Engineering at IIT Tirupati, having a mathematical and science school background. Ajay Kumar took up the Bachelor of Engineering in the field of Mechanical Engineering for Madhav Institute of Technology and Science, Gwalior, MP. Right? Dr. Ajay Kumar has made significant contribution into their relevant area. Today, Dr. Ajay will be addressing on the topic handholding, pre-incubation, incubation facility management, and how to convert idea into startup and incubation procedure. So, Ajay sir,
Yeah.
please start your session.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope the I have shared my screen.
Yes,
Is it
sir. Yes, sir.
visible now?
Yes, sir. Visible. It's visible.
All right. So I have 1 hour time, right, madam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So yeah. So without wasting the time, let us come to the topic. Let me thank the organizer for inviting me to talk on hand holding pre